Hey everybody, I collect silver coins here, doing another video. Last week I promised I'd continue my discussion / bashing on the American Silver Eagle, so I thought I'd pull out some other comparable coins from around the world and describe why I think the American Silver Eagle lags behind these other very common bullion coins. So obviously we have the American Silver Eagle here, the Mexican Silver Libertad, the British Britannia, there we go, and of course the Canadian Maple. So the two that would be mostly comparable would be the American Silver Eagle and probably the Britannia. There are some differences. There actually are finer details in the American Silver Eagle than there are in the Britannia. I like the Britannia a little bit more because I feel like the image of Lady Britannia is a little bit more modern. Here we have your classic, very stiff, very strangely posed woman here, where with the Silver Britannia, you know, her gown is blowing in the wind. It's a very loose pose. It's not tight and rigid and awkwardly framed. And for these reasons, I actually prefer the Britannia. I do miss the detail, and that I think is the biggest drawback to the Britannia. There isn't a lot of detail on either side, and that is one place that the American Silver Eagle does shine. But again, the posing of Lady Britannia feels so much more fluid, and that's why I prefer the Britannia. So let's jump over here to the Mexican Libertad. She is also very stiffly framed, and there's not a lot of detail, but the reason why, actually, there's two reasons I like the Mexican Libertad more than the American Silver Eagle. The first is I like that there is a scene in the background with the Libertad. I mean, there is, I guess, a scene here with the Silver Eagle, but it's really not much of a scene. But here, there are two historic volcanoes from Mexico in the background, and it gives the image a real sense of depth. Where here, it's really all on the same level, and it doesn't really give you much of a depth. Now, if you forgive me, I'm going to handle the Libertad with my hand, and it's slightly tarnished because I do this, so I should stop doing it. But the other reason I really enjoy the Libertad is on the back, there are actually some really cool features. So in the center you have the current seal of Mexico, but around it are 12 historic seals of Mexico, and the history and being able to see how it's changed and evolved over the years makes the back of this coin very, very interesting and appealing to me. So again, there's a better sense of depth, and I really like the historical factor on the back of the coin. That's why I'd prefer getting the Libertad. There are drawbacks to the Libertad as well. There's no face value, and it's not as detailed, again, as the Silver Eagle. But let's move on to a shining example, and an example of really what I think a standard bullion coin should be, and that is the Canadian Maple. Now, with all of these images, none of them change year to year. Every once in a while, the Libertad does get a facelift. The difference with the Maple is that because it's so incredibly detailed, and because they continually add to its security features, it's a coin that I find myself wanting to collect year after year. The American Silver Eagle, I don't really need to collect 10 of them, but if I have 10 Canadian Maples, I like looking at them all. They're just such a beautiful example, exquisite detail, exquisite craftsmanship, beautiful, and they just continue to add security features to it. This, to me, is the gold standard of what bullion coins should be. Now, not all silver coins are bullion coins. You got the numismatics, the semi-numismatics, and obviously those ones are held to a higher standard, but that's specifically why I wanted to kind of compare these very standard bullion coins. And again, the Maple is the standout. It looks the best, it has the most detail, it has the best security features. It's just a beautiful coin, and even though it has the downfalls of this one, that it doesn't change the image year after year, it's just so beautiful of a coin that I don't mind collecting it year after year after year after year. So anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video. I think that's it for me today. Thank you for all the new subscribers. I'm just so excited to see you. I'm so excited for the comments on my videos. You guys are great. Thank you so much for your support. If you like this, share it with some other silver people. Subscribe, comment. I love to hear from you guys. Just get a conversation going. What do you think? Which one's your favorite? And why? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, keep growing that stack.